Well, hello, I am MC Toon, the worst rapper in the world, and apparently I love to torture myself. I just finished a little debate with a couple of Concave Earthers. Nice guys, sort of. Maybe. They did say that they threatened people's lives. Anyway, we had an interesting thing. They tried to present some evidence for concave Earth. I was not convinced, but it was entertaining. I think so. We're gonna just have a little fun and a little talk here. So if anybody is interested in coming on, I gotta say it was a little crazy. Like, I'd say why is the sun appear to set, about 90 degrees from where the sun actually is, but and they're like, oh, it's just projected and your eyes can't see any farther. Like the one thing they have is the maps, but nothing else really works. So anyway, I don't even know what to say. it was a lot. I kind of worked on this a little bit, but I didn't. It makes noise, I think, right? You hear it. So I didn't want to mess with that too much. Green Bullion is here still. The show is awful, and this after show is even worse. Thank you, Green Bullion. I'll take that as a compliment. Here's to you. 33. Oh. I gotta... There you go. Heat Shield, you want to come in? You were saying... Oh. So, yeah, okay. So, Green Bullion. There you go. I don't know. This... I don't know what other things you think are crazy. We got Digital Demonic Davros coming from down under. G'day. Jason McCormick says, laugh it up. They didn't explain very well. I had fun, though. Okay, so I'd love to hear a better explanation. I'm always interested in hearing something new and interesting, so... So Round Thinker says another no-show. I had a double no-show. First, JM Truth said he had a family emergency, and he's not the kind to ditch on a debate. So I tend to believe that. Michael Adcox, I don't know. He says he's missing he didn't have his laptop or his iPad or something. So Jose Reyes, MC Toon got several encounters with Gleam on Facebook. That dude is nuts. I think you know him. I do know him. I had not a debate. I had a discussion with him on my channel a couple months ago. We had a nice discussion. I don't agree with his stuff, but it was a good talk. Apophis Rex says, that's the thing, MC Toon, that was the best of Concave. So, well, maybe Jason can upsell, can beat them. I don't know. So, Michael posted his apologies in the chat, but yeah. So, yeah, I'm sorry that Michael Adcox was, I see. I thought you were talking about me. So, there it is. It had to be pushed for a couple days. Apologies. Yeah. So, I don't know Michael Adcox. I haven't seen stuff from him much before. So I'll take his word for it. But 2 times, what's his name that was backed out last week? I've forgotten his name already. It was twice that he backed out. Good reasons or not, twice is enough, So, the worst rapper meets the concavers. Mr. Unite for the Children says, you, MC Toon, have the patience of Job. You are Job 2.0. I don't know about that, but thank you for that. Jose Reyes, pretty good. So if there's anybody who wants to pop in, a heat shield you didn't answer maybe, but I don't know what to say. It was interesting. I can do an F and exams again here. Graham Price. To be honest, I left the stream running so that you could get better viewing numbers, but I stopped listening and started playing my guitar instead after about 20 minutes. You are a patient man. Thank you. Let's see. There are 300 students in the 10th grade. Mary and Mark want to find out the 10th grade's favorite color. Mary asks 30 people. Mark asks 150 people. Mark says, my conclusions are more likely to be reliable than Mary's. Why does Mark think he's right? And I think a female wrote this answer. The answer is because Mark is a man. Oh. Quit asking me to sprinkle them titties and saying we could call MC Toon the real Job. Apparently Mandevil says I could have the title of the head Job. All right. Is there a bingo game for concave earthers? No, that there is not. That's a great idea. We could get, all right, on my Discord, we're going to have to do this because I'm going to have Jason Mack on maybe, or I don't know, maybe we can have, somebody else on. So yeah, I've got all these bingo. So Cosmonaut 6 did this for Flurfs, and so yeah, we could get a concave version as well. This one, I love this one. This is from Earth is Seriously Flat, who was in here earlier. You take uranium 236, you apply 10 to the negative 13, you add love, and it produces oxygen and profit. So that'd be good. I could. That's a good one. Airplanes make the noise. There you go. How's that? That was funny. Franz was hilarious. Like FTFE and Team Skeptic, just toyed with him. Just toyed with him. It was almost mean, but the guy was a jerk on top of it. So I don't know. I don't know what to say. Who? Mark Sargent. Somebody's asking, who's the what do you mean factard with Mark Sargent there? I met him. Jason McCormick. Yeah, Jason McCormick. We got to have a bingo card for when you're on. So, oh, I couldn't believe he was serious at first, but he started with a nasty, and I realized he probably was a real flat earther. Who was that? Oh, Flat Ferdinand. Yeah. Oh, he was a definitely. He's on he's on Facebook. And that's where FTFE found him, because there's a group called Do You Even Science Bro, where it's a bunch of science haters that are flat earthers. The Mark in my book. Mark Sargent is the one that thinks he's right because he's a man. Got it. Yeah, so Flat Ferdinand was not sober for the first one, and then he was maybe sober in the second one. And Mr. Unite for the Children. So that fiasco is all FTFE's fault. I invited FTFE into that group. So I kind of introduced them, right? Flat Ferdinand needs to continually be talking, or else the BS builds up and then explodes. It does. So let's see. Oh, here's Heat Shield. What do you use if you're set up in Discord? You have Zoom installed. So let me here. I do use just Google Meets. So let me give you that, there we go. Sent it to you there, the Google Meets link. So all right, what did Heat Shield? I sent that to you. Nobody thought of that. What are you saying there? I'm mad I didn't think to call Ferdinand the Fran Drescher when he kept calling him different names. I like calling him Frank. That's good. I like calling him Frankfurter. Ferdinand. That's perfect. My mom bakes cakes. It is Ferdinand. Flat Ferdinand. Yeah, Grand Price. I don't mind people being drinking or smoking, but keep it off the screen. So yeah, I feel the same. And don't go over the top. So yeah, what? Oh, Ash Scott, what commercial? So, well, I can pull it up because I don't. The Mark Sargent was in a commercial. It was an Australian something. So. Somebody find the link to that. Mark Sargent commercial. Let's see. It's for an Australian TV commercial. It's so. Oh, Mark. I met him briefly. Very briefly. I don't know what to say. All right. I will get this on the screen here. He's like the crazy uncle that you don't want near your dog, or kids. So all right, here we go. I got, and I'm gonna give you some audio to it. All right, there it is. Oh, hold on. Gotta back it up. I'm gonna get the audio.
Flat Earth expert Mark Sargent thinks the moon landing was a hoax.
Technically, the moon itself is a hoax.
Right, but betting with Sportsbet's new iPhone app?
I could do this standing on my head.
Thanks, Gravity. Sportsbet's new iPhone app. It's foolproof.
Thanks, Gravity. Oh, Mark. Like, yeah, that was the short one. I'm happy with the short one. It's less likely to cause an issue. He it's like, I can do the standing on my head. Thanks, Gravity. And then in the last, there's 3 of them. I've only seen 2. In the last week, there was the Jake Bird, who was the fake flat earther from Crud. The late night show guy. Why did I forget his name? He trolled the Flat Earth convention. I saw the guy just as I was getting there was when he was wrapping up filming. And all the Flat Earthers at the convention were so pissed. They're like, there is a controlled opposition guy. They'd be interviewing us, and he'd come in and interrupt and take over the scene. Like, that was comedy. They didn't get it. Jimmy Kimmel. Yes, Jimmy Kimmel. If you haven't seen that, That was I'm not gonna play that because that will cause trouble, Jake. But I will put the link in. Let's see. Oh, Jake Bird does everything. I get it. All right, here it is. Yeah, he has a shirt that says "Flat Out of Hell." Go watch that. It's so good. It's so good. So anyway, so the guy, one of the guys was super mad, and I interviewed him, and I still need to get that the audio. The audio on this is quality, but it doesn't sync with the video, so I have to manually cut the audio and sync it, and it stinks. So if anybody is good with video editing that can get the audio and video synced up, let me know, because I do need help on that. And we have Heat Shield in. We've got some background noise. I hear some TV
hello.
in the background or something. Yeah.
I'm looking for my TV remote. Let me mute this. There we go. Hello there.
All right. And you are just a circle. Marty Moose is wondering if that's Mr. Microphone. No, it is Heat Shield. How you doing, sir?
Well, I turned my camera. I'm doing fine, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. I survived that. I don't know if I'll live the night. Once I fall asleep, I may never wake up again. But it was fun. With Josh and brother Ernest. Mark, is this a Mr. Microphone? No, this is an H1N portable microphone. It's actually pretty good quality little portable microphone. It's got stereo like it matters, but stereo and everything. So I recorded a lot of things at the Flat Earth Convention with this because the audio on this was really good, or better. There's a lot of noise, better than on a phone. But I gotta sync it. So if anybody knows that, so Heat Shield, did you do the solstice measurement?
Yes, I did. From Earth Observer. I forget his name exactly.
From Round Thinker.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Round Thinker. Yeah, I have, and I'm waiting for the next. What is it? 3 more observations that we're intended to do.
Yeah, he started with 2, but I'm kind of thinking we might want to do all the way again, because there's only 4 of us that did that observation. There's one more. David Emery did, but he made some mistakes. So if you guys know David Emery, he has a channel. He made some mistakes, and he's like, well, here's what I have, but it's not right. So anyway, yeah. So if you have that, and Round Earther already has a what does he have,
his website? Yeah, I looked at that.
No, it was on my website. So let me.
Oh yeah, yours. That's right.
There it is. December solstice, and let me. Yeah, so you can submit your stuff, and then he'll get it and then add it in. And so then we have 4 people. And here's the cool thing. So there it is in the chat, and I sent it to you in Discord as well. So, and that has a link to the submission form. So, let's see. Negative Exponent says, you have experience with it. Used to be a DJ and had friends where producers learned how back then. Is that how to sync audio and video? We have a lightsaber in the chat here. Heat Shield, there's something making lightsaber sounds on your side there.
On my side?
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. I'm sorry. I have everything in the room muted, and let me try and mute myself for a quick
Right.
Are you sure it's me?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Yeah, your little.
I'm sorry. Give me just a sec here.
Okay.
Man
Devil says, market the Flat Earth Sergeant. Yes, I'm going to keep posting this until MC Toon reads it, as it is as witty as I get. Yes. Thank you for that witty comment, Mandevil. Heat shield. Oh, heat shield's very loud. All right, I will make sure that's a little less loud. So, yeah, at the Dallas convention, Team Skeptic shows it quickly in his video where they get removed. Yeah, Team Skeptic and I met at the convention there just after Jake Bird got kicked out. So we went in and we were just in the hallway outside, and and Team Skeptic, he made the mistake of introducing himself to everybody he could find immediately, including guy I work with just commented, I shouldn't read it live. Sent me a text. What was I saying? We were in the lobby, and Team Skeptic introduced himself to everybody. So he saw Robbie Davidson. He's like, "Hey, I'm Team Skeptic. Can I interview you?" And Robbie's like, and walks away. And then he said the same thing to D Marble, and D Marble is like, "Hey, how you doing?" And then he goes, "I'm Team Skeptic," and D Marble is just like pats him on the shoulder and walks away. So we're not interested.
I saw that.
Yeah, that was.
I saw that, and I saw the. I'm sorry. Is my volume a little better?
Yeah. You keep talking. I'll adjust it.
I've got a new headset, and I didn't realize there was a output control on, like in line, halfway hanging down my chest. If it's not great, I'll mute again.
Yeah, it looks good. I don't hear any lightsabers anymore.
Cool. Yeah, I saw the what was it, the Jimmy Kimmel thing where he sent a guy in on like a half a leg, and
yeah,
he was getting in everyone's face, and that was their excuse for kind of shunning Team Skeptic when he came up. You know, completely politely, they're like, "Yeah, the Jimmy Kimmel's trolls ruined it for you," and I didn't know where to find that, and I didn't look for it obviously because I would have found it, but it just came up recommended today, and I was like, "That's hilarious." I see exactly why.
I think
that
they
guy ruined it.
They think they just aired it. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think they just aired it. I loved his Earth, Wind, and Fire ramble. If you guys. He's like talking about his mom's sex friend, and he has a record collection, and he was playing with his record collection, and it was Earth, Wind, and Fire. It was really good.
And then he goes jumping like from one to one. He's like, "And who played in this band?
Yeah. And
what was on the cover of that band?
And what do they stay in? What do people call apartments in England? A flat.
Flats.
And who lived in a flat when he was in college? Harry Potter. And
amazing.
So
I don't know if anyone's seen that yet, but definitely check it out. It's simple to find.
I'll put it in the chat again. It's hilarious. Jake Bird, he was brilliant. So yeah. Well, what do you think of the concave? Are you convinced? Heat shield, are you going to be a concaver now?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm turning my room inside out. In my house, I'm going to take all my furniture and put it outside the house, and the inside, I'm just going to set it on fire. It's all over, man.
Like, there's lava, and it gets hotter if you go down, but it's just conjecture. That's all you have. Like, you have to, it's the same thing, and they're denying it, but I think you're just starting with the conclusion and trying to jam stuff in. And I see Jason McCormick is still in here, but maybe he'll do a better job of explaining it.
Well, I've never heard any explanation for any of that. The one thing that made just a tiny bit of sense was, I can't remember who it was. Someone said the celestial sphere was a tiny ball above the surface in the center or something.
In the middle.
Because I've always wondered, like, if we're looking out from different sides of the planet and we're seeing different stars, how is that possible if everyone's looking towards the center? If you can imagine, the inside of a sphere and everyone's looking towards one point, where are the stars? And the guy said it's a tiny little ball or something floating in the very center. The celestial sphere is like a ball in the center, and it's like, all right, well, that almost supports that idea, but it really doesn't, because then you launch a couple of rockets and they don't fly through the celestial sphere and out the other side and smash into the country that is
glass.
antipodal to you, and they just keep going straight for a long time.
Yeah. There's a book series called Ringworld, by Larry Niven, and I read it, and then a couple sequels to it. It's pretty cool that they took all of the matter in a solar system, and they made this kind of cylinder. It's much more larger in diameter than it is in width, right? But it's like this ring around a sun, right? So it's like that with the sun in the middle, and so on the cover of the book has what you would see on a ring world. You'd look, and the stuff close to you would kind of just mush into nothingness. But then you saw farther up this ring going up and getting smaller as it went higher. And if it's concave, they didn't give an explanation for why we don't see the inside of it scooping up, right? Somebody's saying, Clive Wells is saying Vishanti was a more convincing concave earther. Yep.
And Flunchy could probably do it too.
Yep. Flunchy. Caliban. So concave Earth is basically hollow Earth, sort of. Yeah.
And McFlatty could probably do a good job too.
McFlatty.
Whatever happened to that guy?
He's trouble. He's probably hitchhiking somewhere.
Yeah, man, I miss that guy.
Did you see he was gonna talk at the convention, he thought. But I don't think he was invited. So I don't know how he's gonna be there.
Yeah, they would have given him the Team Skeptic treatment.
Yeah. So Manobrat Set is familiar with Ringworld, so
I haven't read it, but
there ain't no justice.
I just picture Halo.
It's Halo. It is basically. So yeah.
Say the author again is
Larry Niven.
Okay, excellent. Thank you.
Yeah. So of course it's really, really big. The cool thing is he actually tried to answer how daylight would work. So they actually had way up. Whoever engineered Ringworld put these plates that are smaller versions of the disk up, or the ring up, orbiting the sun closer in, and they were connected by strong wires basically, and they moved, and that's what caused the darkness and the lightness to come so that you had day and night. So at least he got that, he had an honest answer, because both concave and flat, I'm not satisfied with how they explain sunsets. So.
Yeah, indeed. I'm not able to picture it. And if you're presenting anything right now, I can't see it because, like I said, I'm on my phone, so I had to move to the meets. So I'm just looking there.
And you can exit meets, I think. And still see things. So let me see if there's a good.
I'll probably crash if I do.
Is...
are we the only ones here? Is there anyone else here? Or would it show if there were?
It would, yeah, but that's just the two of us. So yeah,
cool.
Let's see.
Well, hello everyone. Yeah. Whoever's there, I can't see you. I'm not in chat. Finally.
There's 63 watching. So
fantastic. My puppy and I came inside from hanging out by the campfire just to be able to come and say hi to everyone with my
Oh,
voice.
nice. Where are you
I'm
approximately
in New
located?
York, up by Lake Ontario.
Okay, and I think you're farther north than me, and it's not cold.
No, it's perfectly fine, especially if you got the stuff that the windstorm blew down and you're burning it in the backyard sitting
Oh,
there with a puppy.
nice. All right.
Perfectly pleasant.
Let's see. I am going to copy image address. I want to put this ring. Yeah, this is great. Ringworld was a fun book. Manobra set. What would people do when they met? What was the? I'm not going to explain what it is that they did, but there was a name for it. I'll give you a chance to answer while I'm tuning this image here so we can see it. There we go. So there is Ringworld. Oh yeah, you don't remember that. Yes, B-Ball for Life. That is Heat Shield on here with me. I should put the name up on the screen. Actually, he's dropped out for some reason. Maybe he tried to exit to see and it didn't work. So there it is. There you can see like how the horizon rises up. So, oh yeah, Round Thinker. And thanks to Google Forms that have all built in. Yeah, so Eric DeRizo is in the chat and is a concave earther. Wants info on the panel on his phone, but doesn't know how. Where's Eric? Oh, there he is. So the horizon does rise up. Well, except it doesn't. Let's see where to go. There it is. The horizon dips. And that's not properly framed. I'll fix that. Because I am not a professional. There it is. So the horizon does not rise up. It actually dips. So yeah, that's light dipping, of course. So Eric DeRizo, I did send you, I think today I sent you a friend request on Facebook. Let's set up something in the future. There's only so much concave I can handle. For some reason, the flatties, I can handle a bit more. But yeah, you did drop out Heat Shield, so he'll come back in a bit. Okay. Well, anyway, so yeah, Eric DeRizo. If I'm saying it wrong, but yeah, the horizon dips. You can see there 269, 269 degrees, which is from nadir, not from zenith, because it's he flipped the theodolite face and flipped the telescope, so it's reading from the opposite direction to correct for any collimation errors. So yeah, it only appears to dip. And so what you're missing is explaining how that's predicted, and what empirical evidence there is for that. So B-Ball for Life is saying something here, but oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Back to there we go. There's what it's a bit more extreme, but that's kind of what we're expecting to see. And if it's somehow concave, we're on the middle. So or is it threatening of people's lives that is hard to deal with concave earthers? Yeah, so both of my two guests had made threats, and death threats to people, I think. And Lord Stephen Christ, or LSC, also made that. Yeah. Sorry, there's a Inception, MC Tune Inception. I'll fix that. So, Ernest was like, well, all of the people that have done bad things in the past have been primarily not concavers. And I said, oh, no. My point is as a percentage of the population. And I don't know, it's a sampling of 2. It's not enough. Or of 3. It's not enough. But I don't know. Why is there that coincidence that 3 of them out of, I don't know, you got Jason Mack, you got Sam Owens, you got Matthew Holt, and then Eric Dorizo. So there you go. There's 7, and 3 of them have done that. I'm sure there's more, but so all right, we've got Heat Shield back in.
Hey, boss.
There. So light bends up, objects appear lower on the horizon, says Eric Dorizo, and so that's where I'm getting at. Eric, in order to be taken seriously, you need to have some empirical evidence, more than just an outlier observation, an actual, in vacuum, because it has to bend up regardless of refraction. It has to bend not because of refraction. It has to bend all the time, consistently, in order for it to happen. Because the refraction in our atmosphere, because it's less pressure up high, more pressure down low, that will cause the light to bend downward. So, maybe Eric, if you got that, we can discuss it. But that other Halo thing was called Heat Shield. No, Marty Moose. Heat Shield is my guest, who is just a circle with a voice on the screen, and the picture was, I don't know if that's just like a cool, like, I'll put it back on the screen. I think it's just a cool painting, from space or something. It says Dream on Dreams, and then John Holloway is the artist, so it looks like that's kind of that planet in the background. I don't think is expected, but if it's concave or in the middle of a ring or on a ring, that's kind of what we expect. We'd expect to see the horizon going up in all directions. So, don't know why. Jason Mack, do you know
Speaking of
Eric Dorizo? Have you met? All right, yeah, Heat Shield, what's up?
Oh, no. I hope we don't have any lag. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, speaking of background, it seems you've won the, let's say, debate with Mrs. McToon, and you were able to keep your maps up on the wall.
Yeah. She is very generous. She made these, let's see, they're right here. These, I'll put them bigger. These curtains she actually made herself. She made them for me because they've got little maps on them and stuff. And then
oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, and you can see, if I move here, you can see the Rob Skiba and Globebusters official cylinder map of Flat Earth. I have a smaller version here. My mini official Rob Skiba and Globebusters. This is what they think the Earth looks like, because they think that it's equidistant. They think that the azimuth equidistant means that it's equidistant between lines of longitude. So
I bet if you throw that thing like a football, it'll be pretty cool.
Yeah, I had, when I was younger, I had a paper airplane book.
Oh, I have one. That's pretty cool.
and so one of the cool planes was something like this, maybe a little shorter at the two of them, front and back, and then you had a little heavier folds at the front, and it flew really well.
Yeah, they actually marketed them and mass produced them. They're called boom tubes, I think.
Oh, yes,
you could throw them.
I had one of those too. Yeah, those are cool.
I'm just glad you have your $100,000 winning art piece on the wall still.
It is, yeah. Well, maybe when I collect it, I have the third one over in the closet hanging up. So yeah, Mrs. McToon, or you call her Mrs. Toon, MC Wife.
Okay, Mrs. Toon.
MC Wife works. Yes, she
I like that.
She is a keeper. She tolerates this. Like
She lets you put thumbtacks in the paint and everything. Good woman. Good.
I do the painting, but I actually used. Let's see. You can see it. Oh, you can see it on this one. The that has little 3M removable deals. So, yep. The prize-winning map belongs in a museum.
Yeah, it sure is. It sure does.
So I have been working on another $100,000 challenge entry that many of you may have heard of, and I'm almost done. But so I need to record it, and I've just been very busy. Because outside of Tuesday night, I have stuff going on constantly. So to write the script and then to sit down and record it in one sitting is what takes a little bit more time. But I have the details and the data ready to go. So no doubt, because all flat earthers are so honest and forthcoming, I'm sure that challenge will be accepted and the payment will be made out immediately. So quit asking me to sprinkle them titties. Mrs. Toon is MC Car. Get it? Car and Tune. I'm so funny, I mean drunk.
Oh, quit asking me to change my name.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to ask you to change your name again because I'm uncomfortable typing that on G-rated streams.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to ask you to change it to quit asking me for bendy water. Damn it.
There you go. Mrs. MC Toon is super cool to let you entertain us bunch of geeks. Why the hell is this entertaining? I don't know. It's fun for me, and I'm amazed that 66 of you think that it's amazing enough to join in. So JM Truth was, we had emailed back and forth a little bit, and I think he's honest, right? I don't think there's a problem. That he had a real problem. So this here, if you watched, let's see, that interaction with Team Skeptic and Nathan Thompson. So I was right next to Skeptic when he was doing that, and there was that guy who is Tim Slezak or something, who's got the hat, and he's like, who's the smart guys? Who's the smart guys here? So he was walking around handing out this, which is the Wikipedia article on Sphere. And this was his unrefutable evidence that the Earth could not be a sphere. He's just, read that and see how it's not possible. Like, it's just the mathematical definition of a sphere. So I didn't understand what he was talking about. But I don't know. Let's see.
Is that
goodness?
Is that document something that was seen, maybe discarded and then taken as fact?
This?
Like like that other document that was discarded and photographed in a trash bin and taken as fact in the past.
I have it up on the wall. So yeah, you're talking about the operation of strategic influence, which I'm wearing.
That's the one.
Which I'm wearing right now. So up above here, right above this one, I'll pan up. I gotta move the camera here. You see that up there? I have three things up there. Or two extra things up there. I've got the one right there is the Operation of Strategic Influence document that's been there since I wrote it initially. And then this one, I gotta tip it. There we go. This is my smudge over indent video that I did on Flat Earth Paradise. It was my first non-flat out hero video where he said him and Quasi Luminous think that they're going to go to the North Pole with 144,000 gullible people. So that was my smudge over indent, mocking their blood over intent garbage. So, yeah, Mandevil, it's my trophy wall of Flat Earth kills. I thought about putting up something on like that guy when he backed out of the challenge that he agreed to. I got it right here of the magnet inside of with a compass, magnet in a sphere with a compass working like on Earth, where he just denied that.
You should probably market that to Rubik's Cube.
Yes.
Or, I mean, the Rubik's company.
Yep. And I have I have a drawer. I have two drawers just for this stuff here. So my Rubik's Cube of the Earth that's super, super hard to turn. So it's like, it's impossible to solve because it's impossible to turn. Like I can't even. There it is. There it is. Like they don't line up. You can see the lines look like they're lined up, but then they won't move. So you gotta fight it. So there it has. I have. You
gonna fight the what? Fight
Asia.
the sticky Earth.
Fight the sticky Earth. Yeah. So there's Europe is the yellow or green, and then on the blue is, or sorry, Asia is the yellow or green. It's not a very accurate map. You're not going to use it for navigation. Okay. A man like me. Globes don't work. Really?
No, he's right. I've had some electrical problems with mine lately. It's got a light inside and a switch that trails out from underneath it. I just can't get it to come on anymore. He's right. Globes don't work.
Yep. So
yep.
I was at a...
And sometimes if you spin them too fast, they kind of fall apart.
Yep. So I want to hear who is a man like me. I don't know who that is. Are you a flurfer? So I was at a friend's
He's actually
house.
a decent guy. He's been bugging me all night. I've been interacting with him. He's a decent guy. He's completely wrong on a few things, but I think he's a decent guy.
Okay. A man like me could have just blocked me if your tiny little D didn't get a name highlighted in orange. Okay, I'm not gonna read that. So I was at my friend's house on Saturday, and they have two kids, and I go into this one room, and they have a globe there, and it's got some like electronics and wires and stuff, and I'm like, oh, what is that? And he's telling me about it, and there's some he didn't know, but his wife had worked with the kids with it, and I go and I look at it, I go, oh, there's a name, a price tag on it from a local thrift store, and I go, I almost bought that at that very same thing at the thrift store, but I did not think it would work. And he goes, yeah, it doesn't work. So he bought it instead of me for this something that's electronic that doesn't quite work. So okay, so a man like me thinks that's his name. That's weird. All right, so thinks that the southern, there's no southern. What do you say? Doesn't believe the 24-hour Antarctic sun. Really?
He's looking for evidence of a 24-hour sun, maybe a video. I gave him a 360 VR one earlier, and he goes, that's been debunked. And I asked him how it's been debunked, and he just reiterated that it's been debunked. I haven't seen how it's been debunked.
Oh. That's pretty common because it contradicts their necessary outcome. They don't they don't have a reason why. They just say it must. So, all right, I'm going to...
I mean, other than being an absurd claim, the guy seems, rather, kind or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. He's not a complete jack, whatever. But I mean, I gave him what he wanted, and he was like, "Nope, debunked. That's dirt. That's crap."
Okay.
Like, no, well, you got to kind of explain why. You can't just type the word debunked over and over and end the conversation.
Well, isn't that what they do? Because when you have no evidence, and then something contradicts what you believe, then
I got to give it to him, though, MC Toon. I got to give it to him. He never cried CGI. He just said that's been debunked, but then he failed to provide evidence, or I even said, look, I don't even need evidence. Just give me a half, cockamamie answer as to how it was debunked. And he just, kind of slipped by and started talking to other people. But,
he said it's a hill of rocks. You can't see the sun at all.
Yes.
Andreas
That's right.
Eld says it was missing the Penguin Army. So, all right. Well, I have this, and I'll put the link to it right in the chat there. It's on Vimeo by Robert Schwartz. May the Schwartz be with you. Here is his video of 5 days from the geographic South Pole. And there it is. I muted the audio because it's a commercial song. So there it is. And here's the cool thing: you can look up these landmarks here. The different so there's some telescopes and some different things that are on the in the view here, right? So there is, I think that's the actual, like, where people live. There you go. There's a telescope right there. Right next to it is another building, and you can look up what all those buildings are. So if you want to do your own research there, the gentleman who is not believing these things, feel free to do your own research on that.
And isn't it Geistview that also has videos?
Yeah, Geistview has some 3D, like VR, like all around VR, and he has a bunch of other stuff too. So yeah, so
Yeah.
the only
And
thing left is
I'm not sure if we're supposed to talk about his other channel, but yeah, he's got a bunch. He's got it all.
He does, yeah. What is the name of the camp? The South Pole. The geographic South Pole. So, a man like me, I gave you the video, right? The link is right there. If you care about the truth, instead of just supporting your required outcome, then there it is. Then you would maybe look into it. Right, so it's almost done, and then Mandelbrot set has the South Pole webcam. That's pretty cool. I'm going to add that.
Oh, Mandelbrot set. What's up, buddy?
South Pole webcam. I tell you, if Evernote ever goes out of business, I'll be in trouble. I have everything in there. So here is. I can turn off slow chat. Oh yeah. Yeah, I will do that.
Oh, Mr. Toon, did you just turn off slow chat by grasping at your microphone on your neck?
No, I
You are like Iron Man. You got all sorts of weird buttons all over your clothing. Oh, slow chat? Yeah, that's right here at my collar.
Yep.
I'll turn that off right now. No problem.
Let's see. There it is.
I kind of want to get back to where I belong.
Where do you belong?
I belong in chat. I don't belong here.
Oh.
I don't belong here at all. This is horrifying. This is all going to be archived.
People will know your voice. Okay. Oh crud. So, there's a guy I'm debating in March, who, nice guy. I like him a lot. But he keeps asking me, He's like, you know it's flat. You're just saying that like you're getting paid. I'm like, I'm not getting paid. I mean, YouTube sends me a little bit every once in a while, but I'm not getting paid. So there you go. There's the, and he's like, what do I need to convince you? I say, it's easy. Use your flat Earth knowledge to tell me the sunset and sunrise azimuth in Sydney, Australia for tomorrow.
That sounds beautiful.
Give me that.
When's the last time YouTube sent you the sunset and sunrise in Sydney, Australia? When's the last time a flat earther sent you the sunset and sunrise?
No flat earther will ever take that challenge. I don't know why. Yeah. So.
When's the last time anyone sent you a Valentine's Day card?
Last Valentine's Day.
Okay.
That would be Mrs. Toon, or MC Wife.
Mrs. Toon.
MC Wife.
Oh, MC Wife.
Yes.
See, I got you to tell me.
Yep.
I got you to tell me her name. I just doxed you.
Oh. Yeah. Now
You're done for, buddy.
Don't let anybody know about our 33 kids. But she's a trooper. 33 kids, but she was only pregnant 11 times.
Oh my God.
Yep. 30. It's 11 sets of triplets. So she's a trooper. So Charlie says he was at the South Pole back in '84, and back then there was a 24/7 sun. So, a man like me, those buildings aren't at the geographical site. Just grasping at straws. I see.
MC Toon, I would tend to believe Charlie. I've seen him around a lot, and he's never strayed me, or whatever you call it. He's never led me off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would tend to believe Charlie actually was there if he's saying he was. Like I said before, I can't see the chat right now, but
Yeah.
if he says he was there, I would tend to believe him.
Yeah.
He might have been there.
So Eric DeRizo just sent me a message on Facebook. So there we go.
I'm gonna mute for a second so I don't blow your all eardrums out by popping open a can of frothy beverage. Be right back.
So all right, so here is the South Pole Radio Telescope, and you can see the one that's pointing straight up there on the right side, and you can see that in this video here. So let's see. It'll come around in a second here. And yeah, the it's not set up quite right. It's a little cropped funny, but it'll work. It's coming. There it is. All right. So there is the radio, the South Pole I think it's a satellite dish pointing straight up with a little building next to it. And look at that. There it is. Now to the left of it, we'll go a little farther here in the video. To the left of it is another building. So now this video here is from 2017. There you go. And there is another radio satellite there on the far right side of the screen. And we can see it here, right there. It's that silvery looking thing. So there you go. A man like me, go seek the truth. All right.
Are you showing like sounding rocket stations or something?
No,
like that,
no,
or?
it's the South Pole Radio Telescope. It's the live camera in. Please link the South Pole video. So yeah, here you go. There is the South Pole video for you, B-Ball for Life, for $2. Thank you.
Oh hey, B-Ball, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, Charlie says that
MC Toon, I'm gonna drop out for just a second and go say hi to B-Ball and a couple of critters.
All right.
And my roommate, and I'll be right back.
Okay. Charlie says that cone is a shield, perhaps for ground radiation for an IR experiment, infrared, I suppose. Yeah. So we have some inception here. We do see transition. There you go. We see it. And then that's on this video here, right? We can keep going. Let's see. There's another building. So there's a bunch of buildings. And I'm going to see if we can get around to what I think is the actual, the station. I think this is the actual where people live is there. It's got the little smoke coming out the top. And that is this one. I think it's the same. It's not very distinctive. It's just kind of a rectangle. Right? So what do you think about that, a man like me? I'm not so sure about that. Put them together, of course. Denial is your only recourse if you are not seeking truth. So, it's sad that it's just sad that you start with a conclusion and then you work the other direction, because you don't actually find the truth when you do that. So the camp is a circle. I want to see them together. The camp is not a circle. There's buildings scattered all over it. Do your own research if you care about truth. And here's the thing. The fact that you're not doing this tells me that you probably don't care much. Right? The shadows go 360 degrees around the building. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, yeah. So if you just like, if you had a 24-hour time lapse of a building, you'd see the shadows going in different directions all the way around, in 360 degrees, because the sun does 360 degrees. But so a man like me, look it up, type South Pole Station map. You'll find it there. So Eric DeRizo keeps sending me videos of oh yeah, and yeah, he's just trolling. So if you just want to stick to your narrative and not seek truth, that's on you. You're not going to get truth. By definition, you're going to get a lie. If that's what you want, then that's what you want, and fine. Just do it in, do it in your own basement. Don't tell other people about your lie. So I don't know. I think it was pretty fun chatting with the two. I'm kind of out of material for you guys, and even it seems Green Bullion, his mom probably sent him to bed. So yeah, and Eric, I don't know if you're Eric DeRizo, if you're still in here. I don't think you're a troll. I was talking to a man like me who I'm gonna look at what you just suggested. I'll be back. Good. Well, a man like me, thank you. I appreciate that you would do that. I think that taking an honest look at things is the way to do it. Yeah, Marty Moose, that was a heck of a show. Thanks for that. Heat Shield, thanks for coming on briefly. Let me go back to this here. I don't need my headset anymore. Yeah, thanks everybody. I don't know why there's 75 of you still watching. What you got to do? Let me recommend you watch the new Doctor Who. I enjoyed the first episode that came out just a couple weeks ago very much. If you are new and you're still here and you haven't clicked on the subscribe button, I'd love it if you did that. And I do have channel members and patrons if you're interested in that, or just share the videos, because that's all I really want. That's all I need. Send people, and if they watch it, super. Then YouTube pays me a little bit more, and it makes my time a little bit more worthwhile, and MC Wife is a little happier. So thanks everybody. Thank you for people that came on, and Eric DeRizo, and Jason Mack. Maybe we can have you on sometime. Kenneth Schultz says local time in Denmark, 6:49 in the morning. Yes, have a nice day. I'm about to go to bed, and you're about to go to work or do your day. So, hold on a second. Mandelbrot says, has anyone heard of the series Dimension 404? Is that an HTTP error code? Sci-fi, American sci-fi anthology series created by Desmond Dolly on Hulu. Series produced by Rocket Jump, Lionsgate. Oh, well, 4, 5, 6 episodes. Is it? Oh, only 6. So, all right. Oh, you've never heard of it. Okay, well, cool. I'll have a look. I like sci-fi. So, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Heat Shield, and we will see you next time. Bye.